Good morning, everyone. This morning, I was remembering when John and I were selling our place in Texas, and that we had an offer and had it accepted, and I think we had about a month to close, something like that. And about a couple weeks in, our septic wasn't working quite right. We were in the country, so we weren't on city septic. We were on our own septic system, and so um, anyways, we had, pumped it out and stuff, but we just felt like it wasn't right. So one morning I was like praying because I was like, I wasn't feeling comfortable about just leaving it like it was and those people coming. And so I was praying, Lord, if we're supposed to do something, then tell John. And so that he'll come to me and say that we need to do something. Anyways, I finished praying, said amen, and I'm like stood up and looked out the back door, and there's my husband standing over our septic. And I said, honey, what are you doing? He said, honey, I think we need to do something with the septic. I love how sometimes God just moves so quickly like that. Anyways, so we decided that we would replace the septic, which was going to cost us, I don't know, I think it was like between $4,000 or $5,000, something like that. Might have been more. Anyways, so I called the couple that I was purchasing, and we said, hey, this is what's happened. We just don't feel right about it, so we're going to go ahead and replace it. And we said, okay. They said, okay. And anyways, about a week or so later, the guy was supposed to come to replace it, and he called and said his truck had broke down. He couldn't come that day, so we had to wait till the next day. And later on that day, the lady called that was purchasing our home and said, hey, we got thinking about it, and we decided that we don't want you to replace the septic because we want to put in a different kind or something. And it was the guy that was putting the septic said we had to put a certain type of septic in. And she said, I don't think we do. But she said, I don't want him to do it. So she said, we'll go ahead, just leave it like it is. So interesting that we, in doing what was right, in saying that this was going on, in saying we'll go ahead and spend this money, that the Lord turned it around. And I think in the end, we gave them a little bit of money, but I think less than half of what it would have cost us, just towards them putting it in themselves. So God took care of that. And so I just encourage you that if something doesn't seem right, if there's something in your spirit that there's like a check in there that this doesn't seem honorable, or this doesn't seem like you're doing what's right, then ask the Lord about it and be obedient, even if it's going to cost you something, because in the end, God will either he'll do what he did for us where we didn't have to do it, or he'll provide the funds for you to do it. So I just want to encourage you to ask the Lord what you're supposed to be doing in situations, and then trust when he tells you to do something to go ahead and do it, and know that he's working out all the details. I hope you have a great Saturday. God bless y'all.